Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope you're well. I want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Taurus out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Taurus, you get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Taurus? Taurus. All right, Taurus, you're starting out with the Ten of Cups. That's nice. You have Judgment, and you have the Two of Wands in the reverse. All right, so Taurus, it looks like you are very happy here. There's some sort of a judgment call you've made. It's possibly a reconciliation. I see you being very decisive here. There could be some travel involved for you as well. You might be trying to plan some travel, or you could be like trying to look at something to do with travel, but I see you being very happy, and I see it's because of a judgment call, a decision that you've made. And I'm also seeing, for some of you, this is a reconciliation. So let me see. Show me who is in Taurus energy. I really like that you have the Ten of Cups there, Taurus. Show me who is in Taurus energy. All right, so the person in your energy has a Five of Swords. Ooh, that's very different than your energy. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Emperor. You might be dealing with an Aries here. Now, this person that's in your energy, be very careful, because they may be somebody who can turn on a dime. This person is... They have a lot of conflict in their life, and it's because their head is very scattered. Like they think this way, and then they get upset, and then they think about it another way, and then they get upset. So this person creates a lot of conflict in their life. At some point, this person felt like they were left out in the cold, abandoned, rejected. And so I'm seeing in both of your energy that there's a desire here for a reconciliation, to come back together. Now, this person may have had some financial problems, and they may have had to fight for everything that they have. They could be a business owner. They don't have to be, but they could be a business owner. But they're definitely somebody who is used to things going the way that they want them to. They're used to being in charge, and they're used to kind of calling the shots. So what you both have in common is this desire to reconcile. And I do feel like this person will fight for this connection. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. I just think that this person creates some of their own problems. They have some conflict in their life because they stay up in their head a lot. And they can be a little bit ego-driven. All right, so we have Temperance in the reverse, and we have the Ten of Swords. Oh, so that's why. So this person is very conflicted about this connection because, like I said, they felt left out in the cold. They felt abandoned here. This was a very painful ending for this person. And I do feel like, you know, for you, you felt like things were really unbalanced between you and this person. You couldn't quite see clear how to you know, heal this, how to bring this back together. At some point, you did feel a chemistry with this person, but I feel like, you know, there's a lot of healing that needs to take place here. You're both, you and this person could be a little bit in a state of, you know, pain still from this connection. But you see this as being somebody you would be happy with. Let me see what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. So yeah, I see a definite painful ending here. You didn't feel that it was a balanced connection. Queen of Cups. Yeah, so what's affecting the connection is you both love one another. There's a lot of love here. Yeah, definitely. You might be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Excuse me. possibly a Sagittarius as well, but you both love each other, and that's why you both want to bring this back together. So let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome for Taurus, please. The Star card in reverse. So in the outcome, there's still a lot of healing that needs to take place. Yeah. But I see you making the decision to bring this back together, and I see this person taking charge of the situation. There's just a lot of healing that has to take place here. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. That's beautiful. That is an underlying energy, and it shows a passionate new beginning. So let's clarify your reading, Taurus. Spirit, what is the Ten of Cups here? Show me the Ten of Cups. All right, so we have the Fool in reverse. We have the High Priestess reversed. And we have the Four of Coins reversed. Yeah, there's some things that you're going to have to release. You're going to have to let go. And I think you're realizing this. In order for there to be a new beginning, there's fear that's here. There's almost like a fear that you have of having a new beginning with this person, and you're going to have to release that. You also are going to have to like open up with this person. All of these things are difficult for you, Taurus, because I feel like you're kind of questioning your own intuition on the subject. On the one hand, this person makes you feel happy. You feel like this is your person, but you're going to have to let your guard down, and that's hard for you. That's very hard for you. Let me see Judgment. Show me Judgment. I can definitely see you're trying to make the right call, and I also feel like you've realized that you do love this person. All right, so we have the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Swords reversed, and we have the Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're struggling with this because you want to do the right thing. And so you're trying to you know, come to grips with how it is that you really feel. You're trying to release all of this fear of this new beginning. You're questioning, is this the right thing to do? But at the end of the day, you know that you have a decision to make. And you're basically saying, I don't know. I don't know what decision to make. You could be feeling a little powerless about that. You're questioning whether the two of you are on the same page. At the end of the day, though, I do think that you love this person. So I feel like, you know, you're going back and forth in your mind. But you will make this decision. Let's see. Let's see what decision you're making. Two of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're kind of back and forth over this decision. And this is the biggest thing in your life. Like you're trying to really think it out, you know. There could have been something that was revealed about this person that you're going to have to kind of let go of. But whatever that was may have led to this imbalance and led to this ending. And I feel like you're struggling with it a little bit. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Cups. And the Ten of Coins. So, yeah, you'll make the decision to open up, to bring forward that cup of love, or to receive it if it's coming from their side. So I do see you letting your guard down. I do see you releasing something here that was causing the imbalance. A lot of it is just letting the guard down because you're so unsure of what is the right steps to make. And I feel like you may be angry with this person about some things as well. This person could have cut you out, or you may have cut them out at some point. But you're looking at things here, Taurus, from a long-term point of view. And I do feel like ultimately you're going to make the decision to either receive this cup of love or to give it to this person, depending upon, you know, who is initiating here. I'm also seeing that you may have close friends or family that's approving of this connection. So let's look at this person. Show me the Five of Swords for the person in Taurus energy. Show me the Five of Swords for the person in Taurus energy. All right, Six of Swords and the Page of Cups reversed. So if there was anybody new in this person's energy, they've moved on from that person. It did not work out. I do feel like there could have been an argument. It might have been about somebody new that was in their energy. This person wants to move this to a more peaceful place. With the Ten of Swords here, this has been extremely painful for them. And so they're trying to bring peace to the situation. They want to move forward as well. Let me see the Five of Pentacles. This person's going through a lot of changes right now. Some of the changes they don't like. Some of them, I feel like they're fighting these changes. They're having a difficult time with it. Show me the Five of Pentacles reversed. Show me the Five of Pentacles reversed. This person does have feelings for you. They may hold their feelings back. Temperance in the reverse and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so they're worried about being left out in the cold again. This person is worried about being rejected or abandoned. They're basically saying, yeah, I know that this needs to be healed. I think we can do this. However, their emotions are up and down and all over the place, especially at night, Taurus. This person worries incessantly. They're losing sleep over this reconciliation. And they truly are very emotional. They're deeply in their emotions. They're afraid that they're going to go through this pain again, that they're going to go through, feeling rejected or abandoned. So this person may definitely have abandonment issues. Let me see the Emperor. Let's try that again. Show me the Emperor. For the person in Taurus energy, show me the Emperor. All right, we have the Ten of Wands reversed. Oh, so their decision was hidden behind fear. Interesting. Strength card reversed, the Two of Wands, and we have the Eight of Cups reversed. So if this person walked away from you, they will be coming back towards you. Or if it was opposite and you walked away, they're hoping you come back towards them. So there was a decision this person was making, and it had to do with ending the conflict between the two of you, working the problems out. And I feel like it was hidden behind their fear that this person has a difficult time showing feelings and emotions, and they don't know if this connection can actually be worked out. So this is what keeps them up at night. Worrying about how to go about healing this. There's a lot of fear this is bringing up for them. This is also somebody that knows that they need to take a step back and work on some issues that they have going on in their life. So, yeah, this person definitely has a lot of fear. So let me look at the energy between Taurus and this person. And a lot of their fear is coming, Taurus, because of what your decision is. They don't know what you're going to do. So they're worrying about things they have no control over. All right, so we have the Emperor in the reverse. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Three of Coins. Yeah, so this was a situation where it just kind of spun out of control. And neither of you were willing to kind of take control of the situation. They're now going to do that. But I feel like it took a long time for you to open up enough to allow this reconciliation between the two of you. Do I think it's going to happen? Yeah, I do. I think that you've kind of lowered your guard a little bit. You're letting bygones be bygones. You're both dealing with fears, but ultimately you both want to, work this out. I do feel like there was some dating. You may have been going out with close friends or family, possibly some partying that could have contributed to things spinning out of control or the imbalance that was in the connection. So just take it if that resonates with you. But I also feel like for this person that, you know, they now want to put some effort into this. They're being far more cooperative in order to bring this to a better place. Whereas in the past, I can see that this person may have been in their ego and they may have been difficult to get along with because they may have responded less with their heart and more with just, you know, like trying to move away or walk away from situations where there was conflict or anything that was uncomfortable. So now we see you trying to move towards this person. We see this person trying to work things out with you. There's still a situation that is kind of out of control here, but you both do love each other. So let's see what's affecting the connection. Because I do see this reversing at the end of the week, and I feel like whatever it has been out of control is now coming back together. All right, so we have the King of Cups, and we have the Death card in reverse. Yeah, so you love this person, Taurus. You love this person. You feel like this is your divine partner here. So I do see that the two of you are highly compatible. And I see that, you know, you want to resolve the problems with them. You're not quite sure how to do it. And you've kind of gone back and forth on whether or not that was the right thing to do. But ultimately, you're deciding, I love this person. They never felt like things were over between the two of you. They want this reconciliation as well. There definitely was some sort of a physical ending here, but they were never over you, and they have loved you. And they also feel that you are their divine partner. So they just didn't know how to balance it out either. And they still are losing sleep over whether or not this can actually be healed. So let me see. I feel like at night they really get up in their feels. All right, so let's see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Taurus. Show me the outcome for Taurus. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. And we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So this offer is moving really slow, which is causing the healing to move very slow. Okay. I do feel like you're kind of stuck. You could be involved in something to do with a family event, or it could be that family is saying, whoa, you need to slow down, Taurus, because there's some stuck energy here that's related to either family or close friends, and that is causing this offer to heal this and balance this out. It's causing the offer to not come through by the end of the week, even though you both want this. There's stuck energy here, and I do feel like neither of you are talking about it. There's a lack of talk about it. This person in your energy, though, I do feel like they are going to take control of the situation. So if they walked away, they're definitely coming back towards you. They're going to have to overcome their fears, but I see them doing that. I don't see this discussion happening by the end of the week. Yeah, I don't. And that's going to kind of leave a little bit of hopelessness for each of you. Definitely a lack of healing here. But I do feel, and you may be thinking, well, they don't even care. They're not, but it's not that. They have all this anxiety, and it's fear related. So if it's them that's coming in, they're afraid to approach you. And if it's you that's coming towards them, you know, with this offer, you know, it could be that there's somebody that's a close friend or family that might be blocking this a little bit. So be careful who you're listening to, Taurus. Either way, I do see them freeing themselves from that fear. I do see that things are progressing, but they are progressing at beyond slow. So it's going to take a minute. What I can tell you is that there is mutual love here. You both feel that the other person is a soulmate or a divine partner. and neither of you are past this. It's just that whatever happened really got out of control, and it looks like there was some kind of conflict with it. And so it's a very tender matter of bringing this back together. I do see it happening, though. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and it is saying that you have to be very careful that you're not coming back together just for the passion, just for the sex. That make sure that there is love that's involved in this as well. It does show me that, you know, you're both feeling a little bit drained, but that sexual passion is definitely still there. The love is still there, but it is being slowed down because of a lack of communication or somebody withholding the offer. So let's pull an oracle card, Taurus, and see if there's any advice. Yeah, number 34, and it's called Spark. Okay, so let's read that. You are a clear channel for divine creativity. There is a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Open yourself to inspiration and allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea, start a new relationship or job, or begin any endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences and join with you in expressing the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn to a flame and stoking that fire is a gratifying activity. So there is definitely a spark still here. So Taurus, you have to decide if you're going to fan it into the flame. All right, I hope that this has been helpful. If you have been watching this and felt like you resonated with it, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Taurus, know that you are loved, and namaste.